Right, let's go. Back again. We'll finish the X8 series that we started quite a while ago. I think we only did 2 of the games. It sounds really high. Right, yeah, that's a bit better. So, desert, I think they're all on desert. This is crazy. Oh, look at all that food. Crazy food, man. 4 G-backs. 16 nerfs, maybe more. I think it's just 16. So Brat's smartly just eating a nerf to make sure he doesn't ever get idle CC. 6 Dewbacks, ton of nerfs. Yeah, about the same for X8. However, they're pretty well hidden on the edge of the map. Even the Dewbacks are hidden. It's really unfortunate. So I think Brat's definitely already at a crazy advantage here. I mean, he's eating EOPs over here, which is just not a good sign. So I want to speed this up because T1's boring. He's definitely found everything now, except these. Oh, that's really fucking annoying. Go away. Bit of chat from them. Brat straight into the carbon. Troop center, power core. Probably 2 Mounties. And then he's setting up the rest of his food. Crazy a lot of EOPs to eat. But still, a lot of Dewbacks to eat as well. So the Mounties just harassing. X8's pretty good with his timing still. So he still managed to get his troop centers up, his power core. I think he'll just play from there. Actually quite a lot of Mounties coming out of Brat. He's even gotten the Nova to keep producing them. But they've really not done much. I don't think he should have done anything, bar the first 2. But it has at least kept X8 in his base, and I think that Brat might just T3 off the back of this, because he's got so much food, and his base is in quite a defensible position. He can get turrets up. So X8 was being a bit more defensive, just waiting to get his troopers together, and then he's going to counter-attack, because he's probably sussed out what's happening here. Brat's on the ore, the Nova. There's 2 buildings getting laid down. And he's got the 2 turrets as well. So there's not really anything that X8 can do to this. And as soon as he gets to T3, he's just going to punish him and kill him very quickly. This Crate Dragon's probably going to do more damage than X8. Still not eating these 2 Judabacks though. Kind of lazy. Then again, this was years ago. Just garrisons into the CC. Should have pulled them back a bit earlier. He's going to lose maybe one of them. X8's not paying attention. That's fine. The ore ones though might get hassled. He's going to get 2 mech factories and just fire out a lot of strike mechs early. He'll clean this up and then he'll put on his own counter aggression. X8's still making troopers, which doesn't make a lot of sense because he's trying to build farms, he needs to catch up, he needs to get himself to T3, he needs 2 buildings, some Nova, etc. I don't think he's killed a worker yet. He hasn't killed a single worker. Can't even fire from there. He's still making them. Just not a very good play at all. What is he doing? He needs to shoot things. Let's try to put a turret up, but that's just not going to work. This is in range of the turret, that'll kill the turret in one shot. Bam. Out come the strike mechs to clean this up. And it's over. So, not a lot you could do there. So I think let's sum up what happened with that game. Like say it felt partially behind because of the map and the way things were laid out. That was definitely a bad part of it. Brat was much more aggressive and did a smart thing by, with the early mounties, he kept X8 in his base, kept him defensive, and it bought him the time he needed to get this position defended so he could race to T3. Whereas X8 had set himself up for like a trooper war game. X8 should have sort of smelled that though with the amount of mounties that came out. Like putting that much into mounties is, it feeds better into T3ing than it actually does into rushing with troopers. So yeah. Let's get into the next one. Game number 4. So we've got Brat in the yellow again, wind watching. And then X8 at the bottom of the map. Looks like there's what? 2 Rontos, a Dewback, 16 nerf again. Quite high nerf games. I think Brat's probably going to do the same thing again, isn't he? A lot on the carbon early. Whereas X8's much more food dominated. Not a second carbon processor when he's doing his walls. So it looks like he's just going to troop up for T3. X8 with a much earlier troop center this time. Brat's on the ore, so that's definitely a T3 I think. Just getting the ore to make sure he's got enough to get 2 turrets and then get the mech factory. And then a second mech factory as well. So the light wall coming up. Troopers arrive, they'll cut him off his ore, but the turret there is a really shit spot. It's not stopping anything really. He's killing some workers this time, but just look at this spot that Brat's walled. It's perfect. Power core can't be stopped. Nothing. Can't even hit the workers. This turret's annoying, but Brat can get his workers in there. So it's only going to hassle him for a while, and he's got 2 carbon processors. So he just has to counter attack now, micro strikes, bam, that's it, it's over. Pretty quick games. So we'll get into the next one, game 5. Less nerfs this time, a Dewback, just a Dewback. So not a lot this time. Not a lot of food. So as usual, nerfs in the nursery, lure the hunt, eat the hunt, get your carbon processor, food processor, start farming. Same amount of Brat, getting his farms built up. That's where the main food is going to come from. I'm not sure he's walled this bit. Bit early to be walling that. The idea behind this is that later on when this is like mined out, you could just put troopers here and they could shoot the workers. But I don't think you'd have to worry about that for quite a while because there's a good few trees in between. So they've gone up to about like 10, 11 farms. They're both going to troop this time, so it'll be a bit more interesting, maybe a closer game. Because the T3 games have just not been close whatsoever. It's actually quite hard to stop that kind of build. You need to be on point with building a turret and see it coming. And then not take much damage yourself while you're ahead in economy. This is what Brat always likes to do, even when you play him. Just walks back and forth and tries to shoot your farmers. You slow it down now. If you see, he's just keeping constant production of troopers and workers. That's the most important thing in T2 when you're rushing. Just keep building troopers, keep building workers, and then slowly add on more farms. And as you do, you can start thinking about getting to T3 as your food starts to build up. So X8's walked in a really shit spot here because he's left the hill behind him and he's just getting shot at from behind. There's not really much spots you can do a bit of counter aggression on. Brat's completely walled this down. I don't know why his troopers are all the way over there. But it doesn't look like there was much position for him to do damage either because of the good walls. So he's going to walk in here and then he's just going to get flanked. He'll lose all of these. Unless I'm just got an armor now, much quicker than X8. You don't ever want to rush the war center. You just get it when you can, when you've got the resources. It's like he's got endless food now. You just get it now and slowly upgrade. X8's gotten +1, but he hasn't got the armor. Whereas Brat's got the armor, and he's getting +1 now. He's probably going to have it just in time for this fight. Now he does. But these troopers are not focusing, so this is like your age-old strategy when you get flanked. If you can just burst through one of the flanks quickly, aided by the fact that Brat didn't do anything there, he just kept his units standing still. Now he's getting shot as he walks up a hill, so it's certainly a very cost-effective trade here for X8. That is pretty bad, look at the distance they have to walk. Oh well, it's not a big deal, it's not that important. What's important is winning the trooper war. And X8 doesn't have a lot of farms at home, to be honest. Some idle workers here. He's suffering a bit. He needs a new carbon processor as well. So does Brat. He's got one over here, that's nice. Not sure about putting a house right there though. Or there. Blocks it a bit. So spaceport's going up, we've got the war center. You can start to think about going to T3 and then you can just get the mech factory while you go up. Because you don't have the ore. So he's going to mine the ore for that. They're just being a bit more passive now, but they've got huge amounts of troopers and they're ready to engage, and Brat's got the high ground, which is just gonna, it results in like 4 dead for nothing. 5 dead for nothing. It's so important. I think his patrol was a little bit better there as well, in terms of AI. I don't know what X8's doing, he can't push forward. I think Brat's gonna try and run around this location. And then just try to waltz in and destroy what you can. But he does have the trooper advantage and he can just wait till he gets upgrades because he's probably going to get to T3 a lot quicker as well. Given the state that X8's farm economy was in. We'll see. He is sliding past. He can flank this entire army on the high ground. Is he going to manage that? That'll be huge. See, he's already lost about 5, 6 to like 3. And then in the retreat he loses more, and then in the flank's terrible. Even when these are split in half, they're still beating him on both fronts. So much dead just for a few casualties for Brat there. He stopped building troopers, he's saving his resources. He's holding back, maybe he's going to just wait until he's upgraded them, and then push again. Very pragmatic out of him. Most people would just go for the throw there. I'd probably go for the throw there, it's kind of over. He's just going to wait here. 2 mech factories with power droid over here. Reinforced with some strike mechs. Heavy trooper, range. Not bothering with upgrading his carbon. His farms. So everything's just going into units just now. He's going to get a command center now over here next to Zor. It's a good move. And X8 is just, I guess he's like really upset with the fact that he's gone to T3 and he thinks, oh my god, I need to attack, I need to attack. So he's just going to throw all these units away. So he's getting a convenient timing that Brat's all the way over here. But he's going to have nothing to hold this when this approaches him. There's really not much you can do, bar getting to T3, getting some fighters out or something. He still can't break through this location, completely walled, and Brat's even moved his carbon over here now. in he goes. Shoot workers. He'll get this power core, and that'll be it. X8 has to build another turret, but it's just not going to do anything. There's too much HP here for the amount of damage they can output. There goes the power core. That's about it. What can you do in this situation? You can try and flank, but he's just going to lose them before they even get into range. They're even shooting the strike max, which is just terrible. You really should leave. There's the airbase. He's going to attempt the fighters, but what's that going to do? I'm going to speed it up. It'll take a while. Time to leave. Command center is actually going to die. It does repair it again. And here's the anti-air troopers. He's already prepared for this. That's it. So, game 6. Ton of nerfs, ton of Ronos. Crazy high foot maps. Kill your nerfs, lure your Rono. Oh, Brat straight into the carbon, one on Nova. It looks like Mounties. We're going for the Mounties again. There's the troop center. Now he's on the lure. So he's got the carbon out of the way, power core up. And out they go. And that's really gonna fuck things up. Harass him with a scout, with the Mounties. Much disruption as you can while you just catch up in terms of food and stuff. And then slowly pull ahead. He's long distance mining carbon here. Can't even get a power core up. Really bad spot. Speed it up a bit. He's up to T2, he's got his power core now, but you can't really get enough troopers out to punish it because his carbon's so far behind. I think Brat's just got a T3 again, is he? One turret. Gets the turret up first, he can garrison. Kills his turret, X8's turret. Easy defense for him. What can he do? See, I think it'd just be better for him to just try and T3 himself. And take these turrets as like money that Brat's wasted. I think having to build grenadiers is just a sign of defeat, really. They're too expensive. They're too useless on their own. Guess a mech destroyer out this time, but it's still too late rather than too quick. What can he do? Still not managed to eat these Rontos. Hope Brat shoots them. I'd shoot. He's trying to harass himself, but that spot is just so bad. Brat's been very defensive with this second command center location. Nah, I think this one's bugged out, but I think we can say that Brat's won the game. Huge lead. Huge lead in units as well, all these strike mechs. Look at their upgrades. Yeah. So, yet again, another win for Brat. get into another one. I think I've only got one left. Ah, a low food map, just the 2 nerfs. I don't even think it was hunt. Oh, that's great. I'll have to farm. This is why they all pick rebels. For this moment. For this opportunity. Out come the farms. And this is the reason you only build 1 house at the start, rather than some crazy people building like 3 and stuff. Though I think back then Brat was building 2, which is still silly. Because you can actually get your farms out quicker than the need for the houses. I think if you have to farm from scratch at the start of a game, if you've built 2 houses, you're going to get that second farm a lot later. That affects your worker production. Because you run out of food before you've even reached the first house's pop cap. So you see him firing out all his farms, second carbon processor, just to make sure the workers are being efficient. I think it pays off, to be honest. Troop center goes up, power core. We'll see the same at X8. Both players just being annoying with their scouts, try to slow it down a little bit. I think Brat was just sitting on top of a troop center placement now, which has really slowed him down. So he's going to pull ahead here. Like 5 to 1. Whereas X8's upgraded his troopers a bit early. This is why you like to build just a bunch of troopers and then upgrade them as they walk across. That way you actually have more at the time that you get the upgrades than you would if you get the upgrades first and then build the troopers, then walk them across. So good defensive position from X8 here. He's certainly got a better chance this game. Brat on Rancor patrol. He's got a huge amount of troopers at home. X8's just sending 5 across into the flank of his base. I think he's just going to die into a big fight. This walks in, he's just dead. Gets the power core, that's it. That's horrible. He's never going to do enough damage. He flanks this, but oh wow. Bad move out of Brat there. He should have went forward rather than backwards into there. Because his AI is bugging out and he's shooting backwards. That affects them because of the turning animation and stuff. But Brat's got the much better economy, I think. He's going to counter-attack again. Bit suicidal. He's falling behind this one. Power droid kills good. A lot of dead troopers though. And there's X8 T3 before him. With a trooper advantage. He gets those upgraded. He always does this, he gets the 1 airbase as well. He likes to throw kind of 1 out of every unit at you. Because it's a lot more difficult to defend. So you got to build AA troopers and grenadiers and all sorts. And Brat is doing an okay job defending this. Mainly because he's got the Great Wall of China here. Except this spot, I think this is completely open. You can walk through there. So Brat's going to counter-attack now. It's evened out a bit, I'd say. It doesn't look like there's much good places for X8 to expand to. This is a very strange fight, Strike Max v Strike Max. Brat certainly has more and better upgrades. This spot here is just going to get absolutely raped. This is horrible. I mean, he doesn't have anything to actually stop him. If Brat just focus fires the workers, that's it. The Strike Max aren't going to do enough damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just a ton of workers going down. I don't know why you would do this. Losing his entire economy. Brat's not even focusing it well. He's already killed about 15 workers now. It's just a huge throw. Why would that be worth it just to build one command center? And why doesn't he build any mech destroyers? He just keeps making strikes. Horrible decision making there. And that's completely cost him the game, which is kind of sad because it was looking like he was either ahead or even with him, given the state of the rest of the games. Again, the upgrade advantage grows, or stays the same rather. Since X8's upgraded his, but Brat's upgraded his further. Oh, he's got more range as well. That's horrible. More damage, more range. LOL, I lose all workers. Yes, you did. That was pretty bad decision making. And that's it. So, that's the end of the Brat X8 series, and I think Brat won every single one of the games, 8-0. Pretty one-sided series, one-sided affair. Not much else to say about it. X8's kind of completely outclassed there. Too many mistakes, and I think he's just too static with the way he played. He always did the same things. He'd only just rush. He'd never like T3 or anything like that. And he just wasn't reacting well to what the kind of things Brat would throw at him. So that's the end of that.